Yeah, with the limited time, I would quickly showcase the use cases that we have already deployed for manufacturing industry customers. So the first use case that we are looking at is like cost intelligence platform. For one of the customer which has multiple plant, they want to understand what are the spends that are doing on a daily basis, monthly basis. Especially when it comes to the metal, the price goes up and down on a daily basis. How do we bring that using AI and understand how my production cost is going to vary and how do I do my selling price, mapped against it. Now, having said that, every day the data is collected from your plant and the data that has been coming up from plant is being analyzed by AI that says, steel cost was 10 rupees yesterday. Now, today my fuel cost has increased due to which my production cost is also increasing. All those data gets converged into one single platform, which is ServiceNow, and the AI within the platform. That is, your data has not been shared outside. It is within your environment, and the data is secured. Now, it gives the prediction analytics to your management that says, from the previous quarter to this quarter, what were the changes? How much of cost has got increased or decreased? So this is one of the use cases that we are looking at. And next one is convergence platform. So this is for the IT as well as the OT. Now here, what do we have? You have the complete CMDB. Unlike your IT, your OT also has a lot of integrated environment which has a failure redundant system that is mostly HA. Now, to give you an example, you might have a grid. From the grid, you'll have a transformer. From transformer, you might have a panel. From panel, it might be connected to your conveyor system. Now, consider if your UPS or generator or the power plant is going to go down. What is the impact at the bottom? What are the production line that will be impacted? How it can be rectified quickly? How do you perform a proactive monitoring? How the service mapping happens? That is dependency of each and every line item. So if this is going to break, what will be the impact system? Do I have a critical spare available in my store? Who can go and pick it up and work on it? So that's one other part. Next is asset life cycle. Asset life cycle, I would call like vendor onboarding, vendor management, what are the different devices that you have, make, model, serial number, manufacturing, AMC, warranty, who is managing it, when it is coming for renewal, what are the impact that will be happening as a part of overall scorecard that you have against a vendor, SLA and all those information. Next is on the IT software license renewal. This is one of the use case. So you know what are the total license spend that you have, how much of license is used, what are the licenses that are not in use. This is on the IT part that I'm talking about. So how much license is used, how many licenses been procured but not in use. Say last 6 months, a user is not using a Visio. Now how can I optimize it? Like for manufacturing, again, there would be CAD. How do I optimize CAD license? In terms of usage, how can I repurpose it to someone else? All those would be covered as a part of your license software management, and this is also applicable for hardware. So here it can directly get integrated with major players like Microsoft, Adobe, and a lot more. And this is again for a healthcare industry where we need to follow certain compliance, governance, and risk. Say, for example, if there is an MRI machine. So this is against a license that needs to be declared to government, who are the professional people that are working on the specific hospital or specific pharmaceutical facility on a specific period, whether they are certified. What are the intake that needs to be given as a part of government norms will be captured and circulated directly to government on a regular basis. Okay, and next, again, manufacturing on the CRM part, where you can get the customer 360. When I'm talking about customer 360, this is all the way from lead management to cash. That is, lead to cash is what we call. You have the 5D funnel, which will be in play, like lead, then prospect, then that becomes a customer or order. From there, like how your metering happens or assurance part happens, and then how the collection comes in, as in like the payment, invoice, and billing. So end-to-end life cycle is what you will be having. So you will know who's your vendor, who's your customer, which customer has taken which product, what is the CSAT score for each customer that you're going to satisfy, through which customer you are getting more recurring business. And for those customers, who are the agents or third-party vendors that you are engaging with, and how your third-party vendors are supporting your customers, as in like which vendor is performing better. So all this information is what we capture as a part of Customer 360. Next part is like with respect to work permit. So this is the automated work permit that we can create where before a specific person or an engineer gets into an factory or a facility, there are a set of checklists that they have to go through. There are a set of prerequisites that they need to cater. How do you automate that? How do you bring a digital twin of your environment as well as the vendor or the employees of your own is going to access that? In case of any specific failures, any disaster, what needs to be shut down, which location has to be shut down, and if that specific location has to be shut down, what is the alternative path to it? So that's a digital twin that we can have in place along with your work permit order and in the system of ServiceNow. So all of this that I was talking about carries with AI, which is built in, and these workflows has been deployed for multiple customers. So these are the use cases against what Chitra was talking about using the ServiceNow platform. Any questions?
I suppose we could